clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
It's the New Year, New Drive event at Toyota Alphar, and the savings are starting strong. Kick off the year in a Tacoma for just $95 a month, or take home a powerful Tundra for only $295. Plus, explore even more amazing New Year offers across our entire Toyota lineup. Start 2026 with the perfect new ride. Visit us at Toyota at 1625 West Interstate 2 in Pharr. Shop online at toyotaalphar.com or call 956-815-2285. Toyota Alphar, son buena gente.
For victims of drunk or drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You'll always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. Markets launched the week feeling uneasy, with Fed Chair Jerome Powell posting a video fighting the Justice Department probe into him for the lavish renovation at the Fed, $2.4 billion. Powell claims political prosecution because President Trump doesn't like the high interest rates under Powell.
This is about whether the Fed will be able to continue to set interest rates based on evidence and economic conditions, or whether instead monetary policy will be directed by political pressure or intimidation.
President Trump says he didn't know about the probe. He's watching Iran's collapsing regime, says Iran called to negotiate, but that he may have to act before the meeting in response to reports that Iranian troops killed hundreds of protesters. And the movie about the deep political battle in America, one battle after another, takes home 4 Golden Globe Awards. Top TV show The Pit, about life in the ER. America's listening to Fox News.
Your 710 KURB AccuWeather forecast. A mix of sun and clouds today. Highs in the upper 60s to near 70 with north-northwest winds at 6 to 12 miles an hour. Becoming cloudy with a passing shower late tonight. Lows in the upper 40s to low 50s. North-northwest winds down to 4 to 8 miles an hour. Cloudy with a stray shower Tuesday. Highs in the mid and upper 60s. Pleasant with lots of sun Wednesday. Warmer, a high up near 80. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina on the Valley's official weather station, 710 KURB.
Broadcasting from the Valley's commercial and fleet headquarters studio at PayneAutoGroup.com. You're listening to News Talk 710 KURV.
Time is 9:33, the Sergio Show on 710 KURV. Happy Monday. Happy New Year. First show for us at Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you. HQ here in Edinburgh. I'm Sergio Sanchez along with Jesse, Jay Gonzalez. And man, I have a stack of items you and I were texting about through the holiday.
Yes.
So I'm going to go way, way back in the Christmas season.
Wow.
Which, by the way, thanks for all the text messages you were sending. Some of them were really nice, some of the places you were visiting.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to Christmas gifts. One of the items that you sent me information on was love versus hate of sports. Which one is better? That was before we got to the Christmas stuff. So love versus hate of sports, which one is better? What were you thinking at that time, and where did you land on that one?
So I love the Dallas Cowboys. I hate the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
I love the Dallas Cowboys. I hate the Philadelphia Eagles. So my Cowboys are no longer in the picture because they didn't make the playoffs. So the team that I love is not even worth consideration because they're done for the year.
Uh-huh.
So now we turn to hate. And I'm going to hate seeing the Steelers lose tonight, maybe more than I love my Cowboys.
I know, man.
You see? So when you got this love...
Wait, say.
Oh,
you're going to hate seeing the Steelers lose
No, I'm
tonight?
sorry.
Yeah.
Because I hate the Steelers so much,
Yes.
I'm
You're
going to
gonna
love seeing them lose
Okay,
tonight.
good. Just-
I said that wrong. Thank you for
right.
correcting me.
All right.
So, with sports, there's this love-hate thing. So the team that you love to see them win. And the team that you hate, you love to see them lose.
Yeah.
And there's this love and hate relationship that you thoroughly enjoy, because when you have your friends that love the team that you hate, when you see that team lose and you see how they react to that loss, and you see the pain in their faces, and you see them hurting as badly as they are, there's a sense of joy that I get from that pain that they're suffering. So I think there's a famous poet, and I don't know, maybe Tennyson it was, that said, sorrow's crown of sorrows is someone else's misery.
Yeah.
And so I wear my crown of sorrows when they have that, and I see them just in so much agony. So I'm going to enjoy watching the Steelers lose tonight, maybe more than seeing my Cowboys win, is what I'm getting at.
I would say that is pretty sick, but I completely identify with it.
I am a sick individual, sir.
That is every weekend for me, watching the Dallas Cowboys lose.
Yes.
The joy that
Hey, you get so much joy texting me and you're sending me all these memes.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm talking about.
As
you see?
chairman of the Cowboy fan hating society. I don't hate the Cowboys. It's just what they do to certain people. Like, it's so obnoxious. We're going to Super Bowl. We're going to Super Bowl.
It's our year.
Yeah. Well, you are going to Super Bowl. I hope you bought a nice skybox with Jerry Jones to go enjoy the Super Bowl this year in the Bay Area. Jesse Gonzalez joining us on the Sergio Show. Happy Monday. Happy New Year. First show over at HQ for Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys. Biggest buyer's remorse for presents because the cost was much higher than the perceived value, you told me. Okay, so what happened there?
Serge, I go to Starbucks in Mexico City. And a friend of mine's there with me. And I, as a friendly gesture, it's Christmas Eve. I'm like, hey, whatever you want. It's your Christmas present. And she proceeds to grab a cup, a Starbucks cup. You know, the ones that they sell
Not
you.
one of those crazy cups everybody was like
No.
staying overnight for.
One of those cups that you can, obviously a cup that you keep with you, like a Stanley.
Okay.
One of those things, like a Yeti.
Yeah.
And I'm just being nice. It's a nice gesture. Hey, whatever you want, it's your Christmas present. And so she grabs a cup, and then they ring it up. And, when they ring up stuff in Mexico, it's thousands of pesos. It's not, and so when I saw the total,
even with the dollar conversion, it sounded high to you.
I have a Starbucks application.
Yeah.
And, they scan the code, the QR code, and that's how I buy my Starbucks. I get points and all that, right? And so I had $53 on my application. So, I heard the thousands, and I'm like, whatever, man. I got $53. Like, I don't care about your thousands.
That's like 2 million pesos.
Yeah,
but that's an exaggeration.
Yeah, exactly. Who cares, right? Like, I heard the thousands, and I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, I got $53 in my app, and I go, here, scan it, baby. And they scan it, and they're like, sir, you don't have enough money. I'm like, what? I got $53 in my application. What are you talking about? I just ordered a cup of coffee, and I bought that cheap cup. Serge, the cup was $70.
All right. Was it gold-plated?
70 freaking dollars.
Diamond-studded?
Now, let me tell you something, Serge. If I had offered to buy her a Cartier love bracelet, well, it's a name brand. Yeah. It's gold. Yeah. It's a highly coveted item by people that are in the know.
But is it that type of friend, though?
No. I mean, that's besides the point. What I'm trying to get at is sometimes, you buy a Mercedes-Benz, you buy what you buy a Porsche, it's a Porsche, Ferrari. Yeah. But you go and get a cup at Starbucks and it's $75, I felt like I was ripped off.
Yeah.
Ripped off.
Well, it is Starbucks.
So I
What do you expect?
I couldn't get over it.
Uh-huh.
I was stunned like
Yeah.
the entire day. I was stunned.
So,
To this day, I had already forgotten. Thank you for reminding me, Serge. I'd already gotten over it.
So any and all unpleasant experiences of the holidays, we're limited to that. So I just pulled back the scab for the one and only bad experience that you had when it came to gift giving for Christmas.
Yeah.
So you jumped overseas somewhere. You wound up in Norway, I think.
Yeah.
Let's start with Heineken. Heineken beer. You texted me from a fascinating place.
I was in Amsterdam. The birthplace of
Yeah.
Heineken, and Freddie is the
Freddie's
founder.
bar
Fred,
where you were at.
that's his first name, Fred Heineken.
And he's not alive, is he?
No, obviously not.
But do they have like a museum there?
No,
for-
he has a bar.
Yeah.
And next to his bar, there's a restaurant. Well, the restaurant is named after his wife. And the bar next to the restaurant is named after him, Freddie. And I thought, I'm in Amsterdam. This bar is owned by the founder of Heineken beer. Wouldn't it be cool to have a Heineken beer in Heineken bar? Like,
Yeah. Did it taste different?
well, that's the point, Serge.
Hmm.
I asked for Heineken beer, and what do you know? They didn't have Heineken beer.
Of course they didn't.
Like,
I was about to say.
how do you
You
go
ran out.
to Heineken bar and
Uh-huh.
then, I'll have a Heineken beer, please? We ran out.
Well, you probably could have gone to some supermart down the street,
I
purchased
just-
some, brought it back, and
It just,
taken a
Serge,
swig. there at
Serge
the
just
bar.
blows me away.
Yeah.
Like, I've got pet peeves in my life, but if you sell hot dogs, don't make me stand in line for an hour. So when I get to buy my hot dog, we ran out of hot dogs. This is your business.
Yeah.
I've gone to Starbucks. True story. I've gone to Starbucks and I'm like, I'll have some coffee. We ran out of coffee.
No.
Yes, twice. How do you run out of coffee if that's your business?
Oh,
How?
that matters.
I mean, can we come up with other examples? Like, well, this has happened before, obviously, but it's a little different. Like you go to a gas station to buy gas and they run out of gas. But sometimes supply and demand, things are crazy. People go
Yeah.
nuts and they line up for hours and they run out of gas. But I'm just saying, if this is your business, how do you not have enough of what you sell knowing what the demand is?
Yeah.
Blew me away.
Jesse Gonzalez, Jay Gonzalez, Injury Attorneys. This is show number 1 for 2026, 710 KURV, the Sergio Show. We're on the road at his HQ called 1-800-CAR-CRASH. We're catching up to speed on all these messages, all this text back and forth we had, man, dating back all the way to like prior to Christmas. Jesse had a chance to do a little bit of world traveling as well. So he's in Amsterdam at Freddie's bar where they actually crafted Heineken beer. It had no beer. So did you drink something else?
I walked out.
You just walked.
I walked out and I'm like,
Man,
I'm
that would
here
have been
to-
something. Take your overpriced cup from or tumbler, whatever it is that you bought over at Starbucks. Put some beer in it, see if it tastes different.
yeah, I mean,
we'll never know.
I mean,
until
I'll
we get
give
to
you
that.
an extreme example of why I did what I did there in Amsterdam. Again, Amsterdam, hometown of Heineken beer. I've been to their factory. The beer in
Oh.
Heineken, the brewery tastes incredible, but I had never been to the bar. So I wanted to say I went to Heineken bar, and I had a Heineken beer.
Did you take a selfie at least?
And you know that the idea
Yeah.
was I want to be able to say that I had a Heineken beer at the
Yeah.
Heineken bar.
Oh.
I flew to Fiji. I flew to the island of Fiji. You know why? Because I wanted to have Fiji water
You know,
in
I was
Fiji.
going to say that.
And once I did that, Serge, I'm like, done. Let me book my plane out of here. I've
is
drank
it's
Fiji
just
water.
the brand, though. It's not really Fiji water.
Well, it comes from Fiji.
What, really?
Yes, it comes from Fiji.
I thought it was just like a brand.
No. It's Fiji
Like-
water is Fiji. It comes from Fiji.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is Hawaiian Punch also made in Hawaii? Or
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
So-
a great question.
Yeah.
And nowadays you can just AI it and find out. We can ask Freddie.
I got a ton of stuff I got to ask you about. Ritz in Norway. Like you send me a picture. Hey, I'm in Norway. Cookie crackers, Ritz. Ask me about this.
Cookie cracker?
Remember the Ritz? Here, let me show you the picture.
There's no Ritz in Norway.
Well, is that the reason you were texting me about it? Let me see if I can find it.
Let me see the
Yeah. Ritz in Norway.
Ask me about Ritz in Norway.
You probably, maybe you had imbibed a little too much.
No,
You don't remember that
there
one.
was a good reason why.
It was New Year's.
Yes.
We'll move on.
God, I can't believe I forgot about that.
Here you are in some snow heap, some big pile of snow. We'll go back to that one here a little bit. Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris.
Oh my God.
70 to 75 million passengers. Key Sky Team Hub, robust recovery, international routes.
Yeah.
Why were you thinking about that?
So I flew United from Charles de Gaulle in Paris back to Houston, McAllen, and set my alarm that morning because it was an early flight. It was a 6:30 flight to be exact in the morning. And then I wake up because, and the airport's half an hour away. And then come to find out that morning, United decided to leave 30 minutes early.
What?
Exactly. So I didn't know that before I went to bed. Otherwise, I would have set my alarm 30 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
And
But don't you have to get there like 3 hours before?
Well,
Yes. Do they
ex-
have like TSA style security? where you
Yeah,
have to take your-
the whole thing.
Really?
Immigration,
You take your shoes
TSA,
off and all that?
the whole thing. And so because I lost those 30 minutes and because I decided the night before that I was gonna have a good night in Paris, it was a rough morning, but I packed, got everything ready, got my kids together, and we get to the airport 30 minutes too late because of the 30 minutes I lost to be able to get my bags,
The baggage.
and my boarding pass, all that. Although I already had my boarding passes, but I needed to document my bags, 6 of them to be exact. The lady there at Charles de Gaulle in Paris, the third most busiest airport in Europe, says to me, "This flight is closed." Closed. And I said, "What do you mean it's closed?" "Well, it's closed. It's 55 minutes before the flight, and we closed it 5 minutes ago."
And
I
because-
said, "Well, that's only because you decided to go 30 minutes early, and you didn't have this last night, and those 30 minutes that I lost is why I missed the cutoff." And they're like, "Sorry, it's closed." So then she turns to this lady, and I guess the lady was in charge, and whispers something in her ear. And then the lady turns around and says, "You know what? Fine. Go ahead. Go ahead and we'll take you." So they start checking in our luggage quickly. The entire team is like working together to get our luggage in there. And when they're done, they're like, "John here is going to walk you to immigration." I'm like, "Okay, well, that's the first. United has never walked me anywhere. They just give me my boarding pass and you're in gate 55 and we'll see you there when we see you there."
Yeah, because you're jumping countries. That's why.
Well, but I've flown to Paris many times and no one's ever walked me anywhere when I'm at some airport. And so I'm following John to immigration. We get there and then we finally get to the line and we're going to get through. And then John says, "Mary, who's across immigration, is going to walk you to TSA." I'm like, "Okay." So then we go through immigration. Mary's there, "Mr. Gonzalez, we're here. Come on, let's go." And they take us to TSA. And here, we're going to go through the fast track. We're going to get you in quicker and faster over here to the side. So then they get us to TSA. And then, oh, and Patty, who's over there, she's going to take you to the gate. And then I get across TSA. Patty's walking me to the gate. I get a phone call. It's United. "Mr. Gonzalez, just checking on you, making sure that everything's good. We're holding the plane for you."
Oh.
And I said, "Charles de Gaulle Airport, third busiest." And
Yeah.
mind you, these people, they don't know anything about me. I mean, here in McAllen Airport, I've got a big billboard, commercials everywhere, billboards everywhere. I fly out of McAllen all the time. I know them by name, everybody at the airport. So if that happens, you're like, "Well, they know me. We're friends and all that." But in Charles de Gaulle Airport to get VIP treatment, that is crazy to me. Crazy. Unbelievable.
Well, I was going to say, initially when that woman, she probably recognized her. She probably said, Sacre bleu is Jesse Gonzalez.
Yeah. I don't know, Serge, but
took it to the gate.
I mean,
So the reason they told you they're holding the plane, look, you know, the Frenchies tend to be obnoxious and snooty and look down on Americans and all that. But were they giving you the stink eye when you got on the plane?
no.
And did they know that they were holding the plane?
No.
You had to walk.
This is the best part of the story.
Yeah.
I get there and I get upgraded to first class.
Oh, you don't have to see anybody.
My children, my nanny, all of us got beds.
Oh, wow. Nice.
For free. They didn't charge me for that.
Very
So
nice.
over and above that, you know, my daughter who's 7, you know, she's got her own bed.
Yeah.
On a plane. I'm like, wow.
That is pretty awesome.
Nice.
I can just hear the captain. Ladies and gentlemen, the American, obnoxious American who was holding our flag is now here. We can finally take off. Thank you, American. I know you voted for Trump. We can now leave. You know, I could just say, but you didn't have to see anybody because you stayed in first class.
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
you know what's really annoying? When I fly a domestic flight in Mexico, like I'm going from Mexico City to Cabo.
Yeah.
It's a domestic flight.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just want peace and quiet. But you can't have peace and quiet if you've got some intercom boys telling you.
And then you got the mariachis coming down the hall.
Well, it's like, you know, we're at 10,000 feet and this and that. You cannot get up. You can't go to the restroom and make sure that you buckle up and fix your chair, whatever, you know, when they say it in Spanish. And
Yeah.
I understand that. It's a domestic flight in Mexico.
Yeah.
And then they proceed and have a need to say it in English. Why? Who cares? Who cares? Why? The official language in Mexico, I imagine, is it's Spanish.
Spanish, yes.
Why
or like
do
we
you,
say in Texas, Mexican.
Why do you have
I don't
the
speak
need?
Mexican. Yeah.
And Serge, sometimes I just want peace and quiet.
Uh-huh.
And when they're done with the Spanish version of whatever announcement, they have the need to say it in English.
Well,
like, who cares?
Is it the accent?
You already said it in Spanish.
Because there's some accents that are actually very pleasant. Maybe it's like a Ricardo Montalban, Corinthian leather. Maybe it's like a nice, very pleasant accent. Or is it the accent like these people that just chop it up and it sounds like awful?
It's not even that. It's just, I don't want to hear anybody.
Yeah.
I just want peace and quiet. I want to hear the engines roaring and then meditate on that. And I can't do that if they're talking on the intercom. Or I'm watching a movie, but then they pause the movie because you got to hear what they're saying. And I don't want to hear what they're saying. Like, whatever they're going to say is not going to save my life.
Like English and Spanish.
If the plane falls from the sky, Serge, whatever they tell me over the intercom is going to make a difference.
I don't want to know.
Spare me.
If we're going to hit the side of a mountain, I don't want to know.
Spare me.
Just let it happen.
Just move on.
Jesse Gonzalez, injury attorneys call 1-800-CAR-CRASH. First broadcast from HQ. And I'm almost done with the list. Polar nights.
Oh, my God.
Northern lights.
Yeah, Serge. Here, pro tip.
You're in Norway now.
Yeah. Here's a traveling pro tip for those of you out there that are thinking about traveling or travel. Nowadays with AI, whatever AI you use, whether it's Grok or ChatGPT or whatever, you know, just ask your AI assistant a question about where you're going. Because I didn't do that. I just said, I'm going to Norway. I want my kids to see the Northern Lights. And I know that's because I did ask AI that.
Yeah.
I said, best place to see the Northern Lights, December 28th. And they said, Tromsø, Norway. Done. I booked a flight from Amsterdam straight to Tromsø, and we were there for the Northern Lights. What I did not ask AI was, well, what's the climate like and and I knew it was wintertime, so I'm not going to ask about the climate. I know it's going to be cold. I know it's going to be snow, right? But I didn't ask, is there sun or not? And I should have known this because it's my second time in Norway. And when I went in the summer, the sun never went down.
Yeah.
So what happens in the winter?
Well, the sun never comes up.
The sun doesn't come up. It's called the polar night.
Yeah.
And so I thought, I'm going to kill two birds with one stone. We're going to see the northern lights and we're going to ski. The problem is, if you ski, you're going to ski at night. And it's snowing constantly.
Yeah.
And it's very, very cold, like 5 degrees.
Yeah.
Cold, dark.
And you had your babies with you.
I had my babies. So my babies are like, Dad, when are we going to ski? I'm like, well, when the sun goes up. They're like, Dad, you already told us the sun's not going to come up. I said, okay, well, there's a 2 to 3 hour window from like 10 to 1 in the afternoon, where it's like dusk. You don't see the sun, but it kind of illuminates the sky a little bit. And I said, when that window happens, we'll go skiing, which is what we did. But yeah, we were in the middle of the polar night. So we had darkness 24/7.
That is amazing. And then, of course, you enjoyed the Northern Lights, right? Was this right?
So yeah, so it was a little anticlimactic because when you see pictures or videos of the Northern Lights, they're green, illuminescent, you know, fluorescent green, beautiful. In fact, I might have sent you a picture.
And you know what I noticed? They also speed them up when you see them.
Yeah.
They don't wave.
Correct.
Like ocean waves.
Well,
yes.
Well, they do because it's
there is some movement.
It's a chemical reaction with the sun and the gases up there and all that. But when you see the Northern Lights with your naked eye, it's white. It's a white light.
Okay.
It's what it is. You know, they say the sun is obviously it's white, but because of our atmosphere, we see it yellow. Fluorescent lights, you see them white. But when you bust out your camera to take a picture of the lights, they're green.
The hue changes. Wow.
The hue, yeah. But you can't see it with your naked eye.
I've got about under 2 minutes, about 90 seconds. I think we caught up with most of what we were texting each other during the holiday. Jay Gonzalez, injury attorneys, call 1-800-CAR-CRASH. Anything bad happen on the road, I want you to remember Jesse. I want you to remember Jay Gonzalez, injury attorneys. How the crew, what's going on with the gang? What's the latest?
They're doing great, but I want to talk about something that's hilarious. Well, I think it's hilarious. My daughter, we get to Paris and we're looking at the Eiffel Tower and she's seeing it for the first time ever. And I had told her, when we get to Paris, you're going to see the Eiffel Tower. My son Joaquin is like, yes, the Eiffel Tower. So she finally gets to see the Eiffel Tower. And I go, Gigi, what are you looking at? I want her to remember that she saw it. She goes, I'm looking at the Tower of Paris. I go, Gigi, I already told you what it's called. What is it? It's the Tower of Paris, Dad. I said, okay, it's the Tower of Paris. So the kids say the darndest things.
Yeah.
When I asked Alaric when he was Gigi's age, how many moons does the Earth have? And he said 2. I go, why? Well, one's shaped like a banana and one's round. Well, now Gigi can add that. That's her thing, the Tower of Paris.
I love it.
The Tower of Paris.
Thanks for the update, man. Lord willing, we'll see you in a few days. That's Jesse. Jay Gonzalez, injury attorneys, call 1-800-CAR-CRASH.